This video is going to share at least two ways that you can pin a double edentulous patient. So as you know, these are copies of the denture. So they are tissue supported. They're going to fit on the tissue. Okay, that's obvious. One method to doing this, and it requires a lot of anesthesia, but the first thing you can do in the morning is numb the patient and pin and drill the upper, and you can pin, at least drill and partly pin the lower. So you would pin and drill fully, just like you're doing the upper surgery, and then since both are in the mouth, holding each other in place, you can drill, maybe drill halfway, put a pin in, drill halfway, etc., put a pin in. And that way the holes and the trajectories are in the right location. On the mandible, you could even probably drill full depth, probably be okay. Take out the lower and then continue on with the upper. And then later, when you're ready, you can go to the lower and seat the pin guide, and then finish drilling, or at least put the pins in and work on the lower. Then you know your bite is just dead on. All right, that's one option. The other option is to put both in the morning, and you would do this without the fixation base on the lower. All right, so we take that off, put this in, the bite's dead on, and then pin the upper. Okay, the upper is pinned, go through your surgery. Now, when you're done with your surgery, you have a fixation base with, maybe you're at that point you're thinking, well, I have a prosthesis, or I have a prosthesis that's on a carrier guide. However it is that you've done the case, the teeth on this are not going to match the pin guide. They're not made. This is made to the denture. All right, so whether the teeth have been converted or whether you put them on a carrier guide, whatever it is, it won't match. So what you do at that point is you take, the fixation base is still in the upper, okay, still seated. You probably have your implants, your MUAs. You have your pin guide, and at that point you can ream this out a little bit around where the multis are, okay, and you can seat it into the fixation base. And then you can introduce the lower with the fixation base on it, right? And then you go, so these are two, right? You haven't drilled at all in the lower in this situation. Now you seat it, drill your lower, and then finish the upper, and then come back to the lower. And then you have your bite, okay? Now, if you've gone beyond the point where this is still in the mouth, maybe this is gone, you've sutured, your MUAs are in, and now you're at the lower, and you say, how am I going to orient, this pin guide on a mandibular arch in the right occlusion? You could still seat this against the palate, ream it out for the healing collars or the MUAs. You can seat both, and then, seat both with the fixation base and address the lower. But the point of this whole video, this whole process, is that this is your bite. So if you can have both of these during pinning somehow in one of those configurations that we just talked about, then your bite is going to be dead on when you're finished. Okay? Questions on that, please call. Happy to walk through it.